So, rappers aren't actually gangsters. So, let's actually get straight to it. So, basically, this video is going to be about how rappers aren't actually gangsters and they have an image thing. And we're going to break it down. And I've been watching a lot of Charleston White interviews and podcasts, and he's been exposing and going after rappers and artists and other people. And yes, it's true, rappers aren't actually gangsters, and they just use hip hop and to claim to be gangster, and they're surrounded by real street dudes, or they're not even surrounded by it. They are just talking about something that they're not even a part of. And the thing is about hip hop, and I'm a fan of hip hop, but hip hop has this whole thing of coming from the streets and battle rap and that back and forth and stuff like that. But the thing is, and listening to a gangster rapper, people feel like, especially kids or young people that come from upper class, rich, middle America in America, but even here in the UK and Europe, there's certain place where kids don't actually come from that, or young people, and they just love the music, which fair enough, it is what it is. But 99% of rappers, hip hop artists don't actually come from that. They are 1% of rappers, hip hop artists that do actually come from that. But back in like the 90s and 80s and 2000s, especially 90s and 80s, there was even people back then, I guess they would call it like studio gangster or something like that, I don't know. And so it's always been a thing of an image with rappers. Even back then, it was just that nowadays you have social media. It's different. There was no social media back then, there was media. But I think people are starting to learn. And the thing is, from the whole Suge Knight and Death Row, and well, rest in peace to Tupac and Biggie, but look, that went straight down the toilet. That wasn't good either. And not trying to compare, but look at the 6ix9ine situation. He told and testified or snitched, that's what people said, and all the people he was hanging around with got locked up, got many years. Even from that to like the Young Thug and Gunna, people are saying they snitched. Now, me personally, I don't really care. I'm just making a video about it. I couldn't give a damn. Music is music at the end of the day. But the thing is, at the same time, I've never really understood why rappers, hip hop artists, whether they're about that or especially if they're not, why they would blow up and get number ones, top tens, top 20, platinum and gold records, the streams, and then nowadays with the views and music videos, and then go back, or not even go back, but go to the street and start hanging around with a whole bunch of Bloods and Crips and street dudes and all this. If you're in America, Crips and Bloods and all this. But why the hell would you do that? It's just, it makes no sense. And academics spoke about this. Only the idiotic, stupid rappers, hip hop artists actually blow up, have success, and then start going back to the neighborhood and where they grow up and hang around with street dudes. And I want to say this: 21 Savage said on a podcast that if you're a rapper and you're a hip hop artist and you blow up and you leave your hood, which is what you're supposed to do, and if you don't help the people that you grew up with or that you know or went to school or whatever with, they looking at you like, and they tell people on social media or the media like, yo, he's not even about that. He just has an image thing. He's not even like that. He's a pussy or a bitch or whatever they would say, stupid shit. But then, if you blow up as an artist and then go back to your hood or ghetto, or if you come from that, and help your people that you grow up with and giving them money and paying for all that stuff, and they have the same lifestyle because of you, the government, the prosecution, the jury, the judge, they look at you as some sort of leader or conspiracy. And that's where the racketeering comes in. And not, I don't really know the perks of it. I know some stuff about how we don't have the racketeering in the UK, but yeah, it's kind of crazy to do all this and just for an image thing, just so you can act tough and gangster. And like I said, I understand that hip hop has an image thing, but I don't know. I never really understood it. Like Akon said, like, and he spoke about on Club Shay Shay with Shannon that he was talking about Jay-Z and how Jay-Z hasn't looked back since, and he hasn't either. And I would be the same if I became a rapper, artist, get number ones, top tens, top 20, platinum gold records, top 5 albums. And I'm not even from that, but I would leave where I grew up. Again, I'm not even about that, but I would leave. I wouldn't look back. I said to my mates, yo, if I ever make it or if I became something, I would move to LA and never come back. And I don't even come from that, but yeah, it's kind of crazy to think. But yeah, and the thing is, like, this is a good, and Michael J. White, the actor, he spoke about this on Vlad. Shout out to DJ Vlad. that you wouldn't look at Al Pacino just because he played the character in Scarface and would think that he's a real gangster. Like, yeah, he could. Al Pacino could stay in that character if he really wanted to, but why would he? One, he's an actor, and there's a difference between acting and music and hip hop. But if he really wanted to, he could have stayed in that character that he did in Scarface. And also, if he had stayed in that character, got locked up, and then decided to testify or snitch or whatever, I don't think anybody, because he's an actor, but I don't think anybody will hold him accountable for testifying or whatever if he got locked up with a whole bunch of people that was real street dudes. But you can't mix it. You have to do one or the other. You can't be rich and be a millionaire and be in the spotlight and be a real street dude or quote unquote real street dude and go out there committing crimes. And a lot of times these rappers, hip hop artists, they're just the ones with the voice. They're not actually the ones doing it. They're just surrounded by it, like I said, or they're not even surrounded by it. But I don't know, you can't win, you know what I'm saying, with it. I can understand both sides of it. If you leave where you grew up and then become successful, people, it's kind of like this thing with, and I always find it funny, but I won't say it, what is it when rappers, hip hop artists, when other people or haters or the media are saying to them like, yo, you went to Hollywood, you went to mainstream, and then the rappers, even in the UK with grime artists, they turn around and go, I didn't go Hollywood, I didn't, become any of that, I didn't go mainstream. And it's always funny, but me, I would turn around and be like, yeah, of course I went mainstream, of course I went Hollywood, that's what I wanted to do. It's like, just perfect example talking about it, Drake. Do you think, and I know Drake is, from Canada and mixed race, and I love everybody, by the way, of all races, but Drake's, yeah, from Canada, and he's not just a rapper, he makes other genres of music, but do you think he really cares that hood dudes or people from the street don't listen to him or any of that? He doesn't care about that. He's Drake, and neither would I care. I couldn't give a damn about that stuff. I would be trying to become successful. I'd be like, yeah, I'm Hollywood. Yeah, I'm successful. This time I'm platinum and gold and #1. Like, what do you expect? But at the same time, it's like, yo, the people I grew up with or went to school or college with, I don't even talk to them. No disrespect to them, but they're not gonna see this. But I don't speak to them. I've seen them in passing at the shopping center and out and about when I got my haircut, but like, I don't even see them. So I guess it'll be whereas a lot of these rappers, hip hop artists, they still hang around with the people they grew up with before they blow up. So I guess that's what it is. I guess I don't really know, but yeah, I just wanted to make a video about how these rappers aren't actually gangsters and they have an image thing. And tell me what you think about this video and your opinion on rap.